Why, hello, my friends. Here I am, Jason, the Intuitive Restorer, pulling your cards in regards today, the 28th of March. All right, let's see exactly what's in store for us today. Spirit, please give us a sign. Anything else you'd like us to know in regards to today? Okay. Okay, so the cards that came forward is the Fool, the Two of Cups, the Hermit, and the Five of Wands, okay? So, what's on the table today? Partnership, mutual compatibility. You either have just met somebody or you're beginning a new chapter with the Fool that will ultimately bring on love and partnership in romantic connections and business, all right? Spirit is telling you ultimately this is a new beginning, okay? New beginnings could be scary, all right? New beginnings could be scary. New beginnings, you may be afraid that you might oh my God, what if this doesn't work? Like maybe this is too good to be true. Spirit wants you to understand with the Hermit coming out, you have gained a new perspective. Spirit wants you, like in this Hermit, it shows a woman meditating, connecting with a higher power. All right. Ultimately, when it comes down to it, during this new beginning, during this connection, like I'm telling you, it's giving me new connections, new romantic connections, new business connections, whatever the case may be, mutual compatibility. The partner that you're going to ultimately going into this kind of, journey with is that kind of compatible. It's a soulmate card. The Two of Cups is the soulmate card. It's a soulmate card that will ultimately bring on marriage, engagement, anything like that where ultimately you come together as one, right? That's exactly what's on the table right now. I'm feeling that's what's on the table right now. And ultimately, this new beginning could be terrifying. All right, Spirit wants you to ultimately just continuously, give yourself that time to put things into new perspectives. All right, Spirit does not want you to ultimately forget that you have the ability to ultimately prioritize yourself and your zen and your peace. Do you know what I mean? It's the kind of situation, this is a brand new beginning, and we are so excited about this new beginning, but this new beginning, we're afraid, oh my God, what if that happens? What if this happens? What if that happens? Spirit wants you to look at what is being presented to you. And that is that compatibility that you've been looking for. All right, Spirit is saying with this new perspective that you've ultimately acquired, you are gaining another more deeper new perspective in regards to your wants and your needs. I feel as if with this Five of Wands in reverse, all right, this Five of Wands in reverse is the card of competition, of conflict. Those days are over. All right. This soulmate card, this new beginning, this new perspective is enough to ultimately flip that being in competition with yourself, being conflicted in regards to, okay, why hasn't this happened yet? This needs to happen. That needs to happen. This needs to happen. My intuition is saying this. Where the fuck is it? You know what I mean? That's the kind of energy the Five of Wands carries. Sometimes healthy competition, but ultimately I'm feeling like, a feeling of conflict before this ultimately stepped forward. It's finally stepping forward. There is a new beginning walking into your life that is ultimately going to give you a completely new grasp into regards where you're heading, in regards to what you need, what you want in your life when it comes to your connections. All right. With the Lovers and with the Judgment card, this feeling of constant competition, this feeling of, needing things to happen when they're not happening, all right, has ultimately enlightened you. I'm telling you, through the conflict, through the impatience, through the pain, through the heartbreak, through the loss, through the conflict, through the drama, we have found enlightenment. Because we are seeing that ultimately when it comes down to it, everything has happened for a reason. What's in our lives right now has been brought on because ultimately we have been through a journey where we ultimately found, that ability to just realize and have that awakening that you've reached a conclusion and you have brought on enlightenment. The angels are by your side helping guide you, okay? The Judgment card has Archangel Michael over bodies that are ultimately being reborn. The Lovers is the card of a beautiful, beautiful romantic connection, serious, serious relationship that also gives you the choice to continuously choose love, to continually choose emotional fulfillment. All right, this is a very powerful connection, which is lifting you higher and having you see clearer. And the Lovers is another angel card. The Lovers is accompanying this couple holding hands with Archangel Raphael. So know you have Archangel Michael, the angel that ultimately gives you the strength and the power to rise above the thoughts. And we have Archangel Raphael, which is ultimately the archangel that radiates love, that radiates healing. All right, I'm telling you, like, the angels are by our sides today. We are ultimately taking the time to put things continuously into a new perspective because we're on a new beginning. This new beginning is scary, but we understand that this new beginning is a new beginning worth celebrating because this new beginning is bringing on the love that's needed to bring on the mutual compatible soulmate you have been searching for. If you're with someone now, you could be bringing on engagement. If you're engaged, marriage could happen. Ultimately, when it comes down to it, with the Eight of Wands, all of this is happening very fast, my friends. Why is it? Because we're letting go of the tight grip and we're understanding that we have more balance than we've given ourselves credit for. All right? Things are ultimately happening in real time. And no, it's in this real time that we are ultimately seeing that kinetic energy coming forward and fast with nothing but good news. By letting go of the tight grip and allowing ourselves to just calm the fuck down, we have been able to see that we haven't been giving ourselves so much credit. And I feel as if all of this roots back from ultimately the hurt and the pain that has ultimately come forward in our lives. However, while we've been healing from this pain, while we've been stepping out of this conflict, we have been manifesting. And I feel as if with this impatience, we felt as if we weren't manifesting. But with the Page of Wands, know that ultimately we were getting ready to ultimately bring on this journey we've been searching for that will ultimately lead us closer towards exactly where we want to be by listening to your intuition, by allowing yourself to go with this passion and this drive to ultimately push forward. Know that this manifestation has been under the surface for quite some time, waiting for us to match the energy. And know that finally the energy is being matched. There is some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy that has come forward. What you've been waiting for a lot of us now is happening right in the time for spring. It just turned spring with new growth. All right, know when it comes down to it, this is the ending of a cycle with the world. This is the ending of a cycle, and I love it because the Fool is a brand new beginning. The world is the ending of a cycle. We got the very first card of the Major Arcana card to the very last card of the Major Arcana card. We have been through a journey, and we are seeing that with this new beginning, we may be feeling a little off kilter, but we've come to an ending of a cycle where we're psyching ourselves out. All right, the Page of Swords is a new beginning in regards to processing the intellect, processing the intuition, seeing that our past we have healed from, we have transitioned from. We are no longer in that state of being where we are experiencing the hurt and the loss from our past. These painful endings are now empowered because ultimately, with the Page of Swords, with this journey between the Fool and the world, we have ultimately found ourselves in our strength. With the Page of Wands, we have the ambition, we have the drive to ultimately learn new gifts because we've manifested exactly what we've been looking for. All of this is happening very, very, very fast. And no, it's in this movement that we are bringing on love and compatibility, mutual compatibility, soulmates. All right, that's the energy, okay? The Justice card is all about balance. The Justice card is all about balance. The Justice card is all about being able to, you know, find solace within your yin and your yang. All right. Ultimately, when it comes down to it, know that with the Two of Pentacles in reverse, with the Justice upright, we have found that we ultimately had more balance than we've been giving ourselves credit for, and this is proof of it. This is the ultimate card of balance, the Major Arcana card. All right, today is going to be a beautiful day because you are finally, truly welcoming it in. Just allow yourself to go with the flow and allow yourself to continuously gain that new perspective on your life, because love is coming if it has not come already. All right. My name is Jason, the Intuitive Restorer. If you identify with the things I've said, please subscribe. Like. The more you like this video, the faster it gets out to those that need to hear it. All right. And this is a beautiful message. So let's get this message out there. Okay. I do personalized readings. You can reach out to me through the comments, or you can actually go ahead and email me at intuitiverestorer@gmail.com. Once again, that is intuitiverestorer@gmail.com. We can talk about pricing there. I do half-hour and hour readings, and I also run a Facebook group called Intuitive Restorer, where I go live weekly. I went live last night in regards to a midweek energy check-in. I pull some cards for people over there that are watching as well. So I love all y'all very much. Remember, live your best life. This is your birthright, and know that love is present. Love you guys. Bye-bye.